Hi guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. I hit go live. Am I ready to go live? Nope. No, I'm not. But we're going live anyway. I'm just gonna press play on something, get started, and then I'll get caught up. Oh yeah, I popped all of today's folders into my Showtime folder without deleting yesterday's. Now I have a whole bunch and I have to figure out which one I already played. Yep, that's how today's going. This one's called I Don't Know. So let's play that one. That one seems fitting.
Probation Department and Mr. Chad Thurston for the state. We're here on, in case in 89 there's an amended violation of probation petition 1.1, and then in case ending in 295, there's also the amended violation of probation petition 1.1. Both of the petitions, the petition lists both causes. Mr. Razzo, can you help me understand the nature of that petition?
Yes, Your Honor. On March 22nd, 2025, at approximately 12:12 a.m., this officer, along field compliance officer Derek Galoshi, conducted a field check on the defendant. The following alcohol, contraband, and weapons were found at his residence and confiscated. Marijuana, 14 Coors Lights, 3 hoop tees, 2 knives, 2 katanas, 1 black case containing 4 mags, and 1 grip attachment, 19 CMs of variety, 12.
How did he get my shopping list? How? Give me my shopping list back, dude.
Bud Lights, 1 boombox, 1 empty Jose Cuervo bottle, and 3 cases of 9mm bullets.
All right, Mr. Razzo, what's a katana?
It's a long sword.
So it's the weapon violation that you're okay, and then a boombox.
It's a little alcohol drink, just a name for it.
2 things. I thought they were beatboxes. Maybe I'm wrong. I just don't remember them as boomboxes. And second, when I started doing YouTube videos on court cases, when I started watching court cases in general, I was unprepared for the amount of swords I would have to contend with every day. How are people just walking around with swords? I do not have a sword in my home. Okay, I have a lightsaber, but I do not have a sword. Do you all have swords? How many people besides Maiko has a sword?
Just
Okay.
contains more alcohol percentage, I believe.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Just 2 items I wasn't familiar with, so
Now
that's the nature. Okay.
The natures of the, yeah.
Mr. Kelly, raise your right hand. You swear affirm under penalties of perjury the evidence you should give in the case now in hearing should be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
You state your full name and spell your last name.
Trevor Eugene Kelly, and my last name is Kelly.
Your date of birth.
February 1st of 2003.
All right. And you heard Mr. Razzo's explanation of the nature of that petition.
I know my alcohol. I always know my alcohol. No boombox. It's beatbox, you noob.
Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may admit or deny the allegations in that petition. If you admit, the court can continue on probation, modify or extend your probation, or order execution of all or part of the original suspended sentence with credit for any time already served or any combination of those options. If you deny, the court will set this matter for a fact-finding hearing, at which time the state must prove the allegations made in the petition by a preponderance of the evidence. At such a hearing, you have the right to an attorney, the right to confront witnesses against you, to see, hear, question, and cross-examine those witnesses. You also have a right at such a hearing to call witnesses on your own behalf, and the court will assist you in that right by issuing subpoenas if necessary. Do you understand your rights with regard to admitting or denying the petition?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You understand that if the court revokes your probation after a fact-finding hearing, that you'd be entitled to appeal that decision to the Court of Appeals?
Yes, Your Honor.
Y'all are about to learn a very decent lesson. So pay attention.
You have the right to be represented by an attorney, and if you wish to consult an attorney before proceeding further, the court will set this matter for a later date. If you wish to have an attorney and cannot afford one, the court will appoint an attorney to represent you at no little cost to you. You also have the right to proceed today without an attorney, whereby you'll be representing yourself in these proceedings. Do you understand your rights with regard to an attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you wish to consult an attorney before admitting or denying the petition, or do you wish to proceed without an attorney?
I wish to proceed without one.
Okay. There's a waiver of attorney form. I think that's in front of you there. I can't read that document that's right there. It should say waiver of attorney on the top of it and have the letter A on the top. Do you see it there?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you time. There's a front and back, so I'll give you some time to fill that out, and then we'll go back on record once you've done so. Court's in recess.
So I played a little bit of this right here when there's no talking because I couldn't figure out why it was hungry. Why this clip made me hungry, right? Then I remembered, I went to Catholic school. The metal table, the tiny little metal thing that's called a chair. Yep. It made me hungry thinking about school lunches. Sarah, you are looking great.
Good there. Back on record in case ending in 89 and 295 with Mr. Kelly. Mr. Kelly, did you have a chance to complete that waiver of attorney form?
Yes, I did.
And do you have any questions about your right to a defense attorney?
I'm sorry, could you please repeat that?
Yeah, of course. Do you have any questions with regard to your right to a defense attorney?
No, Your Honor.
You understand that waiver of a defense attorney means you're giving up your right to a defense attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand when you give up your right to a defense attorney that you'll be acting as your own attorney in this case?
Would I be able to just go ahead and go with the public defender, Your Honor?
I agree with that. Good idea. Guest appearance starts in 13 minutes. It's in a video. It's not like someone in the stream.
Yeah, I'll first see if you qualify for the public defender to represent you. So first I need to ask you some questions about your finances, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you currently employed?
Yes, I am.
And where do you work and how much do you make a week?
I work at Poseidon Barge in Burton, Indiana, and I make up to, depending on if we're having a lot of overtime, sometimes $1,000 a week.
Sometimes $1,000 a week, okay.
Anywhere from 800 to 1,000 a week.
800 to 1,000, okay. I was about to ask what the range was. Okay, thank you for that. And do you support anybody else financially?
Fozzie, you're so nice to teach Linus tricks.
Other than yourself?
Yes.
Okay, then who are those people or person?
I mean, it's me and my girlfriend in our home.
Okay. And does your girlfriend work?
Yes.
All right. How much does she make a week?
I'm honestly not sure, Your Honor.
Does she make more than you or less than you?
Yes, she does. More.
I believe a little less.
Okay. And do you receive any other income from like investment accounts or real estate, the government, pension funds, trust funds, anything else coming in?
No, sir.
All right. And do you have any money in the bank or cash on hand?
Yeah.
No, I do not.
Okay. And any debts like student loans, medical bills, big debts you're paying on?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Give me 1 second here.
And galoshes.
So making the decision based on the gross income monthly limit for SNAP benefits in the state for a household of two, even giving credit for
Chinny, it's not his fault. I don't think he even knows what state he's in right now. He's just answering questions.
you and your girlfriend there. That limit is $496 per week, and so you make more than that limit, so the court's going to deny your request for a public defender. You can either waive your rights to an attorney to represent yourself, or you can have additional time to hire your own attorney. Which of those do you want to do?
I'll just waiver my rights.
Okay. So you have completed that form, and I was asking you, do you understand that waiving your right to an attorney means you're giving up your right to a defense attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're saying when you give up your right to a defense attorney that you'll be acting as your own attorney in this case. Is that correct? You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You made the decision to waive your right to an attorney after reviewing that form. Is that right?
I have no idea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, the court's going to accept your waiver of attorney at this time.
One of us should be, though.
Go ahead and take the form and slide it under the door behind you there, and I'll have the jail personnel send it over to me. Mr. Kelly is instructed. And Mr. Kelly, just because you've waived your right to an attorney doesn't mean you've waived your right to remain silent. You still have the right to remain silent. Anything that you do say during the course of this hearing can be used against you.
Judge, he's trying to be silent. You keep asking him questions. Why don't you shut up? Then he will be silent. You're going to love this judge. You're going to love this judge.
You understand that since you've been arrested pursuant to a warrant as a result of the petition, you may be entitled to be released on bond until we have a fact-finding hearing. I'm not telling you that I would definitely do that, but you can request that. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that if you admit, however, if you admit the allegations made in the petition, that you waive or give up your right to remain silent as well as to have a fact-finding hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions about all that?
No, Your Honor.
Do you admit or deny the allegations in the petition?
I mean, I admit that they were in my home, Your Honor, but I wasn't using any of them.
Okay, so you admit to the violating probation, or do you want to enter a denial and then contest it?
I mean, I want to admit that, yes, they were in my home and they shouldn't have been, but I wasn't under the influence of anything at any time or any point of being out of jail. And I have passed every drug screen that's been given to me.
And so let me be clear, because that's a good point that you raise up, right? The violation of probation petition is not that you were under the influence of anything, right? It's that you had these in your home. So are you admitting to the violation of probation petition knowing that it is not alleging that you were under the influence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And so is there anything you'd like me to know other than what you've already stated, like mitigating evidence or extenuating circumstances before I make a decision in the case? Is there anything else you want me to know about what was going on? Maybe something I wouldn't understand by just reading the petition or other information you provide.
Just, Your Honor, that I really wasn't using any of the items. I've been honestly trying to do my best since being on probation. I've been working as much as I can, trying to make as many payments as I can, and have been trying to do my best. I just really don't want to lose my job or lose my house because of all this.
Okay. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Brazo, help me understand how he's doing on probation otherwise.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's all good so far, guys. It's like the calm before the storm. So we're hearing how great this guy's doing on probation and everything, and how, he's not using his swords, Judge. He's not drinking his boom boxes. Beatbox. Judge, they were just there in his house. He's really doing really, really well. Don't worry. The judge knows all.
This was an inherited case that I got from another PO that.
Hey, Martha D.
Mr. Fox. Yeah.
So I haven't met with him. He came in the other day. I was hoping to touch base with him after this. It was his first check, co-residency check, and this is what we found in the home. However, I do want to say 2 drug screens that I have taken him for, they've both been negative. I even mouth swabbed them that night, and it did come back negative.
Gross.
DUI course has been bought, just not started as far as
Did you say bought?
DUI course.
Yep.
Of course, he was largely complete. It's been bought, just not started.
Okay.
But
You're right, ladies. We've all been bought and not started, right? Right?
even that night, I as we're going through his home, finding these things, he was very responsible about it and had a good attitude towards it.
Okay.
Wasn't causing any problems per se. So
Okay.
that's just the update I have for him at this time.
Okay.
So
Thank you, Mr. Razzo. What's the state's position, Mr. Thurston?
Judge, I do show that he has 4 actual or 8 sentence days of credit towards this violation. Judge, the state would recommend the court revoking that amount of time and returning him to probation.
Okay. Mr. Kelly, do you understand what the state's recommendation is?
I believe so, Your Honor.
All right, I'll give you the last word. Do you have any response to that?
If you are ever in this situation, guys, the very first words that come out of your mouth every single time is, I am sorry. Look, I made a mistake. I didn't try it. Don't say I made a mistake. We're gonna find out the error of those words later, but just say, I am sorry. This happened. I shouldn't have. It was wrong. I wasn't thinking. You're already pleading guilty, so you can say this was wrong. You should say this was wrong. So if you're ever in this situation, the first things you say is what? I am sorry.
If it's what I think it means, then that sounds amazing to me.
All right, Mr. Kelly, my thought is, I don't know how you can be on probation and have all of those items in your home, all that contraband. You had to have known that all of that is against the rules of probation. And it doesn't matter if it's yours or a friend's or anybody else's. That's the rule of probation, that you don't have those in your home. So help me understand how you thought, I mean, if this was one Coors Light, if this was one knife that you didn't realize was in your home, but there is a whole list of items there that are contraband. So help me understand how I can be confident that you understand the rules of probation when all of those items are listed, are found in your home.
Yes, Your Honor. So
What's the excuse for having them? That it ain't mine, it's my girlfriend's? Is that what I'm gonna hear? Because then maybe probation isn't right for you.
no, I believe probation is right for me. I mean, at the time, it wasn't just all her things. It's a mixture of all the people who were living there, which no longer live there. And I mean, I'm not necessarily head of household, so, and my word doesn't really mean much. But beyond this point, it does. It really does, because I will just remove myself from the situation and find myself in a place to live in a new home so that I'm no longer in those situations, because I want to do this course of action correct. I want to do probation correct.
I would have thought that would have been your response when you got on probation, not after you've been violated for it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm on probation now. I got to figure out how to do this. Oh, I'm living in a place where there's all of this contraband. I got to find my own residence to be successful. Like, why wasn't that your thought the first time?
Because, Your Honor, I wasn't really working when I first got out of jail. It took me a bit to get up on my feet, and I'm honestly just now in this.
Imagine being his girlfriend, though. Honey, you better go put gas in my car or I'm bringing a knife into this house. I swear I will. I'm going to go buy a beer, put it right in the refrigerator. Go get me gas.
Able to even be able to get my own place if I wanted to. So I was honestly kind of just stuck.
Okay. I'm giving you the benefit of you having a responsible and good attitude with Mr. Razzo when this check happened. Had you had a worse attitude, I think my decision on this would be a lot different, because I'm really trying to figure out, probation isn't for everybody, right? Like if you don't like the rule.
And there's your lesson learned, guys. Did you hear that? He was caught with 100 items that he wasn't allowed to have on probation, but he was nice. He had a nice attitude. He cooperated. And he was freaking nice. If you're nice, guys, things good happen. Good. If you're bad, things bad happen. Yeah, see? Fozzie already knows the lesson. He's always so nice. Gosh darn it, Fozzie. Quit being so nice all the time.
Rules, or you want to complain about your probation officer, you want to complain about the court, everything's unfair, then just sit in jail, right? Like we're working with you so that you can. Can you hear me, Mr. Kelly? Can you hear me now, Mr. Kelly?
Yes, I can.
Just go to the ocean. He's going to just push it out into the water and it'll make it there. Just stand there every day and wait for that boat to come in. Do it.
Sorry, I think I lost you there for a minute.
You're fine. So what I was saying is probation is our community's effort to work with you, to allow you to continue to work, to there are some restrictions on you, but for you to prove that you can abide by the rules after there's been a conviction of some sort of crime, right? Like that's the whole idea behind it. And if folks don't want to listen to the rules, well, that's too easy. Don't waste Mr. Razzo's time by having him supervise you when we can just put you in jail and you can serve your time there. That's my thought, especially when I see a whole host of contraband in somebody's home. They're telling me, I don't want to be on probation. I don't care about you. I don't care about the court. Fine, then go sit in jail. See my point? Like, we're not going to work with you if you don't want to work with us. The odd part about all this is typically if you find that much contraband, the person isn't going to be respectful during court and is not going to be respectful to the probation officer at night when there's a home check being executed, right? That's what's odd to me is that you've been respectful in court and to Mr. Razzo, but there's a whole list of stuff in your home. That's what seems odd to me at this point, but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I too, Your Honor, would have preferred him not being so nice. I would have preferred him yell and scream a little bit, maybe cry.
I'm going to revoke the 4 actual or 8 sentence days. But I tell you, if it continues, like it'll be clear to me that you really don't want to be on probation if you continue to violate. Make sense?
I promise it won't happen again, Your Honor.
Fair enough. I mean, you can say one thing in court and your actions speak louder. So I'll give you that chance, and we'll see how you do. I really hope you're successful for your sake. It sounds like you're doing well at Poseidon. I mean, that's a good thing. Like that seems like a good paycheck too, and things are looking up. I just hope that you can make the right decisions to follow the rules. It ain't hard. We gave them to you in writing. You know what they are. You can't claim that, oh, I'm surprised. So anyway, that's going to be the court's order. And so after you're released today, then you're going to report to Mr. Razzo and meet with them first thing.
Please don't bring a knife with you. When you're released, please do not go to the probation office smoking some weed. Please. Oh, man, I bet he did. This was yesterday. No, it wasn't. 2 days ago? It doesn't matter. He's probably in jail today. He probably went with a switchblade thinking, no, I just use this to whittle wood. It's fine. It's not like a weapon. Okay. Next. Did I do this one yesterday? I cannot remember. Yep. Let's do the special guest. Let's get that out of the way. So I'm about to play a special clip for you. Okay? Inside of this special clip, you'll see right away is someone spectacular. Unfortunately, her audio is give me a beep word it's beep. Her audio is the beepiest beep I've ever beeped. Ever. But she's amazing. Oh my God, Debbie. I can't. I'm just faking this stream right now. I'm completely faking it because I can't wait until tomorrow, guys. I got really good stuff for tomorrow. Really good stuff. It's going to be the best 8 hours. I don't even know how much it is right now. but I had enough for 24. So I was ready no matter what happened. I got the best, whatever hours it is. You guys are going to love it. Buckle up. It is going to be so great. Every minute of it. I'm going to play a 4-hour clip. Every single second of it is delicious, and the end is the best. You're going to have to sit there for 4 straight hours to get to the best part, but that's okay. Every single second of it is so good, so good, so good. Yes, Bill's Mods, you're going to miss some of it. You're going to have to go over there and work. Judge Fleischer's live stream. There's more not nice people over there than there is over here. So they need the mods over there way more. Plus, it's Bill's time. I'm not trying to step on Bill's time. It's just like a once thing. I'm not going to encroach on Bill ever again. But yeah, oh my gosh, tomorrow's going to be so great. I just want to start now. Starts at normal time. Whatever that time is to you, I have no idea. Whatever it is to me, I have no idea. Okay. I was late this morning because really everything was going just a little wrong, taking just a little bit extra too long to do. You know what I mean? Like nothing was quick and easy. And time was flying. I want to come to Nashville to see Nan so bad. I would just love to go down there with Nan for a day. Right? Man, I can't wait till tomorrow. I forgot what I was saying. Thanks, Debbie. The next clip. Oh, we have a special guest in the next clip. The audio is just so bad, which is why I don't get more of this judge. This judge is amazing. And we're going to see her right away. And then we're going to see a special guest, which at least 3 of us are going to love seeing. Stoked even. Excited. Sorry about the audio. Guys, meet Judge Juanita. We've seen her before, but not a lot because her audio sucks.
On April 5th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officer was dispatched to the 8900 Walker Fry Road in reference to a welfare check. Upon arrival, officer observed the defendant walking along the roadway.
For the record, Juanita is not the special guest. So, what she was saying, people saw this guy walking along the roadway.
Officer made contact with the defendant and told him to stay off the roadway due to the call of service. The call slip stated that the defendant was under the influence of unknown substance, spinning and running around in and out of traffic. Officer observed the defendant to be swaying back and forth, unable to stay still. While speaking with the officer believed that the defendant was under the influence of an unknown substance. Defendant was found to be clear, told to stay away from the roadway, and released. Upon walking away, the officer observed the defendant walk back onto the roadway. Defendant was observed impeding motor vehicles to travel quickly, causing him to almost be struck. Officer attempted to take the defendant to Harris County Sobering Center, where defendant denied service.
Look at the screen, Lenas.
Been there and my presentation, knowing in the record. Just obey a reasonable request to
Look harder, Lenas. Look at the screen. Look again. Look at the screen, Lenas.
I'm walking into the highway after instructed to stay off the road. That's not one I've seen before, but it sounds like that There's probable cause.
If the defense could be heard,
Yes, always be heard.
just by way of argument that he was ordered to move, which he did move, albeit allegedly back into the traffic. And we would argue that a single individual in a roadway would not be obstructing the roadway. Obviously, it's incredibly dangerous, but I've had these cases before where someone's vehicle is obstructing the roadway or a sidewalk, but never an individual outside of the motor vehicle. And again, albeit dangerous, I would argue that he was not obstructing the roadway. He was really in the roadway, and the officer's command to move, he did.
I think if someone's standing in the roadway, a car cannot go by. So I disagree. But in honesty, you and I both know that this could have been so many other things.
Right.
He was walking in and out of the room. In case you weren't listening, I know that suit would have been nice to see, to appreciate. That suit would have been one of the best ones to appreciate. Anyway, this guy right here, guys, was walking around in and out of the road, not drunk, but high on an unknown substance. Okay. So the people around called the police. The police come over. The police tell this guy, hey, get off the road. Stay off the road. And the guy's like, sure thing, chief. So the police go to leave. While the police are leaving, the guy's back in the middle of the road again. Now, he did it right in front of the cops. In front of their dash cams, whatever. He did it right in front of the cops. So Will has to fight this. And Will, bless him, he tries. He tries to fight this charge.
The charge anyway. So I'm sure the state's going to look at that.
We're working on.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
I don't know what's going on, and I don't know if this is going to drag out. Mr. Carey, while you're on bond, you're not to use any drugs, alcohol, controlled substances, and you're subject to random urinalysis. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
If I may, Judge, would that mean he's calling in every day?
Or online.
Okay.
They can go online.
He's currently living, where's he living?
Jail Ranch.
He's living at Joe Reentry here.
6160 South Loop East. Jail Reentry, jail diversion.
Oh, jail diversion, jail diversion.
Yes,
We'll figure it out.
Okay. Him getting a ride anywhere to take a test may be difficult.
Okay.
You got it right here today.
Okay.
So maybe just leave the conditions as they are, but be communication. Okay. Thank you, Judge.
He may not, surrender.
Understood.
I have people that are very good.
Bossy
Right. I know he can't use and be. So,
Yes.
okay. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Thank you. Good luck to you.
Yo, did we miss Will's defense? Did I miss it? I must have missed it while I was talking to you guys. Good job, Will. Nice try. Okay. This one is even worse. I played a clip called I Don't Know. Now I'm going to play a clip called 4 minutes. I don't know. No idea. I don't know what we're about to see.
Thank you. All right.
So there's two judges here. Both of them don't rule, but there are two judges here, just so you know. But that's not what's cool about this one.
Okay, so while we wait for our next mate to come on, we are going to move
The camera is stalking
to
him.
page 4 of our calendar.
That beeping is annoying. It's only 4 minutes long.
And that is a graduation hearing for Corinna Mara. ISP number is 2023-001-811S. Corinna, can you hear us okay?
Yes.
Okay. You're here for your graduation hearing. The judges presiding at your hearing today are the Honorable John M. Walters Jr., the Honorable Walter L. Marshall Jr. My name is Gregory Quinn, the Assistant Regional Manager.
This is just a quick, this is something Judge Fleischer would flip if he heard this whole 4 minutes. Judge Fleischer would flip over everything said here. Prove me wrong.
for ISP. And Your Honors, I'll give you a brief overview of how Corinna did on the program. She was released on April 13th of 2023. At that time, she was serving a 5-year sentence. She complied with all of her court-ordered conditions. She's still working on obtaining her GED. She has passed her reading and English portions and her history portion, and now she just needs to finish up her math section. She's maintained employment throughout supervision. She's paid her fines in full. A modification was granted to reduce her cost of supervision as an incentive for her performance on the program. She is also very involved in her son's life, and overall, she's been a model participant, and her officer, Romero Lundy, is recommending her for graduation today.
Very good. Ms. Moore, I'm Judge Marshall. I'm here with Judge Waters. We're the hearing panel here today. We congratulate you for the great work that you've done on ISP. You've done what you're supposed to be doing.
So this is New Jersey. Normally we get really crazy stuff in New Jersey. Today we get heartwarming. But has anybody... That's my son. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I need a sword. Does anybody know what Carol's is? Carol's? Look what she's wearing. I'm going to Google it, but I didn't know what that was.
That's great. You've even gotten 2 parts of your GED completed. Are you working?
I am working, yes, but today I'm off.
Where do you work?
I work at Amazon.
All right. No good. Well, congratulations, Judge Wood.
Thank you.
She's getting her GED. She paid her fines and fees. She works at Amazon. And she finished her ISP. Yes, my son is okay. He's just... Oh, Judge Fleischer would flip right now. He would flip. He would literally just do a backflip. He would be so happy.
I
I think the only thing that would make him happier is if she was an underwater welder.
have to congratulate you as well. Very impressive job. You should be proud of yourself. Hopefully you'll have no need of being involved in this kind of program in the future. You got your life turned around. You got your, and we're happy to have that happen. So congratulations.
Thank you guys so much.
All right. Anything else you want to say?
I just want to thank you all for giving me the opportunity to, be a part of ISP. Also giving me the chance to prove that I can be a better person than I was when I first originally came in front of you guys. Also, I would like to thank Romero for being an excellent officer and, helping me guide me through, everything through ISP, as well as, making sure, helping me give the extra push to obtain my GED, and, being basically that support as well. I couldn't have asked for a better officer. He's amazing. He's been a real big help.
Yeah, he's a good man.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because I wanted to just encourage you to make sure you keep going for that GED. That's impressive. It's impressive and it'll help you in the future.
It definitely will. Thank you.
Your Honors, Officer Lundy's actually on for another case. I want to see if he wants to say anything.
You're muted. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to say that Corinna has been absolutely wonderful. She had some difficult times. She didn't let that get her down. She kept moving and she had a goal. And I don't think she'll be back to see us anymore.
I hope not. I'm sure she won't.
Yeah.
All right.
I will not.
Take care, Corinna.
Okay.
Thank you, Romero.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I looked, Fozzie. You could be right, but I'm trying. There, look. That's it. Hold on, let's click. I don't know if this is appropriate, and I don't know if I'm about to get demonetized if I click it, but I'm going to. We're going to watch it. No, I'm not muted. Oh gosh, I'm so nervous. What am I doing on the live stream? Give me a second. I'm playing it now. Now that I have to work for it, I'm playing it. I just don't know if they want me to put my password in or something. That's why I moved it. Y'all don't need to know my shit. Okay. Yeah, it's just a white screen right now. It's just, guys, while we are waiting for Comcast, while we are sitting here on a live stream waiting for Comcast to load one tiny TikTok, let me tell you some good news. Wednesday, I get fiber installed. No more Comcast. No more this. Look, it hasn't even loaded. I am going to have fiber, 2.5 fiber. Nothing. No TikTok. Definitely not right. Nope. I tried. I'm done now. I don't care who Carols are. I just don't even care. Yes, my son is working hard. He just got a second. So my son got a scholarship to go to Fisher College in Boston. His scholarship was for esports, video games. Well, he did go. He moved to Boston. And he did fine in school. He didn't do well in one English class, but the rest of the classes he did fine in. But he took a break and then he never went back. Well, he just got another scholarship yesterday to Indiana Tech. And they want him to start again in about 6 months, whenever fall starts. So I just found out yesterday that my son might be moving to Indiana because he got another scholarship. And then we won't hear him. But if he doesn't scream and yell, if I don't let him scream and yell like that, he doesn't get a scholarship. See? So he's like a football player, a baseball player. They train all the time. I hate this microphone. They train all the time. My son trains all the time. And with esports, some of your team is in Seoul, Korea, and they're up at, this is like the daytime for them, and some are in Australia and some are in Pennsylvania. So you don't know. It's all online, so you don't know. Just like I don't know what time zone everybody here is in. Sweden. It could be from Sweden. He doesn't know, who he's playing and what time zone they're in. So that's one bad side. He might not go. He told him it was a deal breaker. They said that the esports labs are only open to students until midnight. And then he's not allowed in the lab anymore. And my son was like, no, that's prime time. We scrim from 8 to midnight. And then after the scrim, we do the VOD reviews and we do coaching and we do this and we do that. We can't. You can't stop at midnight. That's like stopping football at 3 p.m. You can practice football until 3 p.m. and then you have to stop. What do you mean I have to stop practicing at 3 p.m.? I need to practice. So they're gonna try to fix it, change the rules just for him. And they're rebuilding the teams around his play style. He's a tank. So around his tanking abilities, they're giving out scholarships to other children that match his game style. This is so cool. It's just so cool. So he's yelling right now, and we're going to let him. 137. 137. Okay, this one was first. This is 4 minutes. It's child support, but not really. Yeah, Alan.
Okay. Oh, and of course, now that I sent the other guy away, here comes the mother. Miss Pond. Better late than never. And you're driving? Pull over. Don't say anything, just pull over.
I'm pulling into my job. I'm like in the parking lot. I'm here. Hello.
Hi.
Okay, you are stopped. Okay. I saw the trees going by, so I knew you were moving.
Yeah, I was in the parking lot.
The hearing downstairs got continued to July 1st, so I'm just continuing this to the same date. At
Okay,
9 o'clock, you're gonna be, like today, you're gonna be there first, so don't come in here first like you did today. Just go, when you're done, come see me, and, I'm requiring him to document, he says he's disabled, okay, fine, provide documentation to DCSS about that, and that documentation should include an indication as to what effect his disability is having on his ability to work, so. We'll back when we come back July 1st.
I have a question. How do I get the support I need financially if he can't pay child support?
Let me tell you, honey, you're not going to like this answer. But just because someone fathers or mothers a child does not mean they have to pay for that child. They just don't. But you can take care of that child all by yourself. You can. Happens all the time. But they can't get money from him if he's not working. They can't, and they won't.
You know,
At the moment, he's not, correct?
well, I assume that's why we're here. He's wanting to modify it because he says he's disabled and can't work. So
yes,
we will address that. He says that he has applied for VA disability. Oh, come on. You can't seriously stick food in your mouth in my courtroom. Come on.
I'm
be able to do that if you were here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even think about that. I'm so sorry.
She is, in fact, not sorry.
So he's got an application for VA disability and state disability, both pending. So hopefully between now and when we come back in July, we will have.
I was supposed to get something from Canada today, but I think I got scammed. That was going to make me see all better and take some pain away.
Some result from one or the other of those. I do need both of you to file income and expense declarations by June 20th.
Okay.
But that's all for today. Now go to work.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. See what I have to put up with. People appear remotely and they feel like, hey, I'm in my living room. No big deal. I can smoke a cigarette, have a drink.
I'm smoking right now.
Wear my favorite baseball cap. Okay. And I've actually had people that have complained about my having standards. I say, okay, tell you what, we're coming back
I have
on another day.
standards.
I want you here in my courtroom. And then you'll comply with my standards without fussing about it. Or talk to my bailiff.
I want to talk to my bailiff. I'm so glad you said that. That laugh got me the most out of everything in this video. That laugh just.
I wish I didn't have to be here, sir. But I appreciate having the ability to be here.
Yeah. We are here to take care of our children. That's been, since I've been on the bench, and that's been 25 years now. I have either been doing child support or I've been doing juvenile dependency, both of which involve.
Damn, how many kids you got? Jeez.
Taking care of kids. And that has always been my calling. When I was in private practice doing divorces and family law, one of the conditions I had for representing somebody was that I would never do anything that my client was asking me to do that I believed was contrary to the children's interests. I would fire the client, they can go find somebody else. So, yeah, you want to check and make sure it's all there?
I love him.
I don't even know what to look for.
I stole all the cash out of it, Your Honor.
It might be one of the fathers. I think it is one of the fathers that said that. Everybody in the back are the fathers waiting for their turn. All right. We're going to do one more from him because I really love him. I do. I just love him. I'm finding it. Hold on. There we go.
No, in the middle. Me? Yeah, me here? Yeah.
In the middle, like a thong. Stuck in the middle with you.
Goldenberg, can you turn your video on and unmute yourself?
Yeah, I can't myself, but I'm nursing a sick baby right now.
Just keep the camera up
Can you hear
from
me?
your neck up. Can you do that?
I'm kind of not really in a position to right now.
No,
I'm sorry.
that's fine. The audio's fine.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so I understand that you're prepared to resolve this. Counsel, I will officially appoint you. Resolving it on the basis Bill's told me about?
Yes.
Okay, so that's count 1 through 9, 10 through 12 dismissed in the interest of justice?
That is my understanding.
Okay. Is your client prepared to waive his trial rights in order to enter this plea?
Yes.
Okay. Is that right, sir?
I'm so sorry, guys, but I can't wait till tomorrow. I can't wait, guys. We are going to have such a good time.
Correct. Okay. Other than the right to be represented by counsel. In the order to show cause, an affidavit for contempt filed October 28th, 2024 in counts. Oh, boy. This is like a private party did this, Mr. Mills. In counts 1 through 9, it says that for the months of November 2023 through January 2024, and then March through August of 2024, that you did not pay the child support that was court ordered. To that, do you plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
No contest.
Is it true you made no payments during those months?
All right. For those who know, who's a bigger liar? This guy or Rosa? Who is a bigger liar? This guy or Rosa?
Okay.
Sorry, what was that?
Is it true you made no payments during those months?
That's true, Your Honor, unfortunately.
All right. I'll find that there's a factual basis that you knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily waive your constitutional rights other than the right to be represented by counsel. Entered a voluntary no contest plea to counts 1 through 9. I'll dismiss 10 through 12 in the interest of justice. In light of that plea, place you on 1 year of court probation for you to come back July 2nd, 2025 at 8:30 in the morning, in person or video. Have you received any payments, Mr. Mills?
No, Your Honor. In fact, if Mr. Stone could provide us with his employer so we could serve a wage assignment, that would be helpful.
Are you working?
No, Your Honor.
How are you being supported?
VA.
VA?
Correct.
So how much do you get from the VA? Can you take your hand away from your mouth?
It's a 10% rating. I'm in the process of having it. I'm on step 3 of step 5 of having it
reevaluated.
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes.
How much are you getting from the VA now?
It's roughly $175.
$175?
That's correct. 10% just for tonight at the moment.
Okay. So where do you live on 175?
Elk Grove. I was fortunate enough when my father unfortunately passed away. Probate ensued, unfortunately, because he didn't finalize a living trust. So his
Can I
house
adjust, please?
Well, hold on. Let me finish hearing from him.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
So his house?
Yes, it was not left directly. Probate is it's in the final stage.
But you were able to live there.
That's correct.
Okay.
That is the only reason why. Otherwise, yeah, I'd be speaking language, but SOL.
Does anybody else live there with you?
Just my daughter. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Correct. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, consistently per court order.
Okay. I assume you have utilities.
That is correct.
And you buy food.
Correct. Programs through the VA help with that significantly.
Okay. So in addition to the 175, you get other benefits.
And benefits, but not monetarily. If that makes sense.
They send you food?
No.
How does that happen? What's the benefit that you get that helps you with food?
SNAP.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. That's not VA.
No.
That's count.
Part of it, but
okay.
yes,
that's food stamps.
So essentially, another form of yes.
Okay. Is there a reason that you are unable to work?
Yes, Your Honor. Not one that I wish to divulge on the record, if possible. Something I spoke with an attorney about, which I do have documentation of here, but it was advised to me because of another pending family law matter that I
To the best of my ability, I hope the courts can accommodate not having it go on record aloud, if that makes sense, because it could potentially be used against me in another pending matter that's already on the docket.
Well, what I do want you to do as it relates to child support is to provide that information to the Department of Child Support Services.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Okay. And what you can do with that, you say the documents are right there.
Your Honor, I've tried that on several occasions. I've also tried.
Wait. Tried what?
Applied for a modification because the amount.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just trying to document those documents,
yes, sir.
Getting them to DCSS.
Okay.
When you're done here, their office is right across the street behind Starbucks, so you can take it over there and they can pick up.
Fair enough.
Okay, and so Ms. Goldenberg, as I understand it, the child that we're talking about lives with your father, yes?
Yes, that is correct, but I'm here to pursue the 25 grand that he owes me in back child support when he had plenty of money and he was working.
Okay. Do we have an arrears payment, Mr. Mills?
We do not.
Not even administrative?
We don't have a wage assignment.
How can I request an arrears payment? Because according to child support, he owes me $25,000. That my father is present and he could share the details with you.
No, were you receiving cash aid during any of the period of time that those arrears were accumulated?
No, I was not. But I did have child action that was paying for childcare.
That's okay. That's different though.
He never split anything with me. When his father's house went into quote probate, that the records should probably be checked on that. Because that house is not in probate.
Well, is it in his name?
I am not aware of anything, but he also had 60,000 grand in cash, according to him, that he claims was tied up into probate, which is the reason why at the time when my order was open, he was unable to pay me child support.
Where is the probate proceeding? Is that in Sacramento or some other county? Where'd your father live?
Sacramento County, Your Honor.
Okay.
I try to get you guys as much of a variety as possible. I just try very hard to give you guys variety, all kinds of different cases, not just DUI and domestic violence, even though I do a lot of that. That's what we got. Probate court, you're not going to see here. You're going to have to go elsewhere because I can't stand it. It's boring to me. I don't like it. I hate hearing about it. So I can't sit through hours of probate dockets to find a clip. Nope. I can't. It'll make me cry.
So it's right here on the second floor in Department 129.
It was all done by mail-in and through an attorney. So I never had to appear in person for any reason. But
is the probate proceeding resolved?
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, no.
So there's been no distribution?
Not yet. Nope.
Okay.
And this catch she speaks of, believe me, we would not be here today if that was the case.
Okay.
My father was on Medicaid, so if he had that type of funds, they would have taken all of it.
I literally saw all the cash.
It's okay. Mr. Mills, now that you're aware of the probate proceeding,
yes,
certainly DCSS can do something to put a lien on that. Do you have any siblings?
No, Your Honor.
Oh no, he's going to wheedle his way out of that. I promise you.
So you're the sole heir.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So we're coming back on July the 2nd. Ms. Goldenberg, you're welcome to come back, but you're not required to, sir. That goes for you also. This is just going to be to see what he's doing about starting to get payments made. If you want to modify it, file a motion.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
May I say a few words?
If it relates to
His
being on
relates
probation.
to the probate.
Oh, okay.
I checked with an attorney as of last week. There's been no order from the probate.
Okay. The person you're hearing is the grandfather. It's her father, mom's father. Mom lost custody of the kids. Dad, I think Dad is supposed to get the kids Friday to Sunday. Mom lost custody of the kids So the rest of the time, kids are with this this grandfather, and I think grandmother, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And I don't think anybody is paying any kind of child support right now for the child. The child, I don't think it's children. I think it's child is just with the grandfather, and the grandfather's taking all of it. She doesn't have the child, but we're here today because he doesn't want to pay child support anymore, period. And she says in the child support system, he still owes her $25,000, which I want to believe. I think I believe it. I don't know. She's sketchy herself, but he's a big fat liar. But the grandfather, he says something at the end that I didn't catch. I saw it, but I didn't catch it in the recording that I'll tell you about. That makes me know that he's just a liar. You can tell the way he's talking this whole time that he's just a liar.
It's still in his father's name.
Yeah.
And he has not entered any, we've checked the probate court. There's been no entry. I don't know what he's talking about, but it's not true.
Well, wait, all he said was the probate's not done.
But there's been no court. We cannot find any documentation.
You're saying you don't find that his will has been put into probate, that there is a probate?
I believe that his father died without a will.
He was our special guest.
There still would be a petition for probate.
Your Honor, that is correct. He did not finalize his living trust, which is why probate ensued. So that is partially correct, yes. And no, it is not in my name.
Are you the executor of his estate?
None of the above applied, Your Honor.
Somebody has to be the executor.
It's not actual probate itself. I forget the verbiage that was used per se, but it met I don't know, the potential worth of the property of itself fell just under the actual term probate having to be applied.
An expedited process.
I wish it was expedited, but
it's not concluded. Yeah, right.
That is correct, Your Honor.
What's holding it up?
Couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Everything that the
but something was filed with the probate court.
Everything that was what's the word?
He just wanted a drink.
Everything that was drawing a blank thinking of the word. When you have to have somebody that can physically sign, I can't think of the word. You have to go to a third party, pay a fee, and they have to physically sign and witness you signing in person, and then for the documents to be submitted.
Yeah, notarized.
Yes, that's exactly it. Yep. Everything up to that point had been filed and done through the probate attorney, and from there it's just a waiting game, or less.
Who's the probate attorney?
I have it somewhere in my email. I'd have to.
Well, when you go across the street to provide that documentation to DCSS, provide that information, so DCSS can get in touch with them and find out what's going on.
Sure thing, not a problem, Your Honor.
And you get in touch with that attorney and let them know DCSS may be calling and trying to figure out what's going on with the probate.
Understood.
All right.
The other issue was as far as the modification, because I do have the child in my home 3 days a week consistently per court order.
What 3 days?
The child in question, as far as the modification.
What child? What 3 days?
Hey, on it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday of every week. I have her.
When on Friday?
Friday after school until Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, which is how many hours?
I've never calculated the math, and it kind of fluctuates a little bit.
Right around 48 hours, right?
Maybe a little bit more, give or take. It fluctuates because the judge left a lot open for interpretation where she
just to understand. If it's about 48 hours, how many days is that?
Well, that'd be 2 technically, but Friday,
technically, that's 2.
Yes.
Because you don't have the rest of.
Oh, hell no. I want my 3 kids to go to court to fight over my debt.
Friday, and you don't have the rest of Sunday. So it's 48 hours, and that's assuming that's correct, and we'll deal with that when he files his motion for modification. I'll have to serve a copy on you.
Well, my question would be, Your Honor, is would I still be the only one, especially since I have the child in my home? Mom has 0 custody or visitation rights, only supervised.
The only thing your motion is going to address is your obligation to pay support.
Of course.
If DCSS wants to go for support from the mother, they either already have or they will. I don't know what her circumstances.
I don't normally do YouTube judges or the trials that they do, so I wouldn't have seen that. I just don't normally do it.
are, they may. Ma'am, I got
Sometimes
this,
it's
don't worry. If she's on cash aid and has no other income, they may not waste their time trying to get child support from her because the order would be zero. So, and if they do get an order from her, it's not a credit against your obligation to pay support.
I didn't
You're
expect it to be
independent. So anyway, that's it. We'll see you back here on July 2nd.
What's your phone number? 916 286 9318. What's your email?
Just please tell me that we are ready on number 14.
He stopped talking when I was playing with my gold man. Hi, gold man. The name of this person is Bibi Gonzalez. Changed my mind. Okay. Did I do idiot? That was yesterday. I really should have just deleted everything out before I did this. Oh, you know what? I forgot to play this clip yesterday. I got to remove this because it'll block it away. It's 30 seconds long, and I'm going to tell you what's going on in this so that you see. This guy was getting his car towed away, right? And he stole the tow truck. The problem is he doesn't know how to drive a tow truck. There's no audio because I took the audio out because I don't want to get demonetized. He doesn't know how to drive a tow truck. Oh no! Stop! Every car. Oh, there goes every single mirror is gone. We can walk down that street. Oh, there goes his truck, his own truck. Oh, I don't know what that is. I better stop. I have to stop. I don't know what I got at the end. He just destroyed his own truck. All right, this is 2 minutes long. Okay, and this one, she never shows up. And that's all she had to do.
That seems to be all except for, oh, one more, Gunsby. Anybody know how to pronounce that first name? Damiana Marie Gunsby. Nothing on her. Might be a bench warrant for her as well. Was that's on the, it says hearing for continuance of supervision. Is that one of those things to terminate her?
Yeah, she's not terminating early. It's to continue her.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to do a bench warrant for that. You just want to keep her on supervision?
Did you tell him what she said? She said that she doesn't have a right to get here.
Georgia.
And her mom is in Alabama, so she doesn't have a right to get from Fitzgerald.
From Fitzgerald? Well, what do you want to do with her? Keep her on supervision or terminate?
Well, she's on unsupervised right now.
So what do you want to do?
So if I may, Judge.
It's what?
If I may
Yes.
add to this. She was on probation for a whole, okay, the sticking point for the state is the fact that she hasn't paid her fines.
Okay.
She owes $2,724. So I said, well, what about her payment history? She went a whole year when she got put on probation and didn't pay a dime. Then now she wants to terminate early and it's inconvenient for her to come to court. So I just suggest it be continued to another hearing date when she can find a time to come.
Well, I know, but I don't want to have the sheriff's office go have to go get her.
The prosecutor wants this, moved to a different date because she didn't show up. And the judge is like, oh man, I got an issue a warrant for that. And then someone's going to go get her.
Then they didn't have to deal with it. Well, ultimately, you're going to tell me you want to keep her on supervision. Let's just keep it on supervision. You got an order?
Screw it, lady. I'm not dealing with her. I'm not dealing with her. I've had enough. What you just told me to do is overwhelming and I don't want to do it. So it's over. 5 more minutes. I got 5 more minutes. I got plenty. JK, thank you so much. I don't have, oh man, I need to find a clip of the gold man. The only problem is with that is I have minutes of him I could probably put in, but he doesn't always show his gold man in his court Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. And there's a 50-50 chance that the content that I have saved shows the gold man. However, I can cheat. I could go back and get one of the clips that I've posted in the past on my stream with the golden man in it, because you guys won't know. you guys don't watch the court cases. I won't even know. I'm like, wow, this looks familiar, but I don't think I've ever seen it before. Thank you so much, JK. We still got 1 minute of this.
Who does the order? You or you?
I don't know.
Okay, just get me in order, then we'll keep her on supervision.
Oh, are you talking about, did she, or if you were, hold on, let me actually pull her up.
Okay.
Okay, I get it now. I'm slow.
Did I do that order?
No one ever said I was smart.
All we gotta do is, he just signs the termination saying keep her.
One of the best dates I've ever went on in my entire life was to see that, Donald. It was an outdoor theater, but there was a roof. There was no walls or anything. You know, the wind could come in. There were stairs, but there was this roof. And in the roof was this ceiling fan that was the whole size of the theater. And, oh man, the guy I was with, head over heels. He's still, I have nothing bad to say about him at all. It was just great. I love that play. I'll never go watch it again though, but I loved it.
Oh, it's on that same form. Okay.
Zach, it was in Mount Gretna Theater. Remember Mount Gretna Theater?
He'll click that box and he'll sign it. So print that off.
I don't know why I kept this going. Nothing's happening. Let's go. So I used to do this. It's been a while since I have, but every once in a while I'd say, guys, let's check in on Christofino. We haven't seen Christofino in a while. So you know what, guys? Let's check in on Christofino. We haven't. Many, CJ. I know.
(20C01, 2208 F6, 1074, State of Indiana versus Otis M. Jones.
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Jones, raise your right hand, please. You swear affirm under the pains and penalties of perjury that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
Yes.
State your name.
Otis Maurice Jones.
Thank you. Show the defendant appears in person in the Elkhart County Correctional Facility via WebEx and by Chief Public Defender Jeffrey Majerick for Attorney of Record Matthew Johnson, State of Indiana, in court by Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Robert Swaby, alleged violation of probation. Go ahead, Mr. Majerick.
Your Honor, I'm going to apologize on Mr. Jones' case. I have a detailed listing of all of Mr. Johnson's cases set for today with notes for them. Mr. Jones was not on the list, and it wasn't until last night when I printed off the inmate list that I found out he was even on Mr. Johnson's list. So I'm going to have to ask for a continuance.
Well, hang on a second. Can I make a suggestion? And again, let me just look at something a second.
So how many you been in jail for?
Just hold on a minute, please.
I can attempt to get out there today for tomorrow. That's.
Thank you, Zach. Yeah.
Again, I'm not certainly trying to tell you how to do your job because you've done it longer than me, Mr. Majerick, but it occurs to me that perhaps the court might like to have, I don't know, maybe Michiana Community Corrections, Elkhart County Community Corrections, eligibility reports. Because I don't see that we've got any of that.
You shut up. It's not what happened there. Nothing there says that he did that. Nothing. And I'm not going to pretend he did. No. You shush. You put your hands under your butt so you can't type no more.
That's what the legal suggest, Your Honor.
And do you have any objection if I get a credit time memorandum from probation?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
I'm going to set it probably before that, Mr. Majeric. Well, Mr. Jones, I just want to be candid with you, okay? And I don't know what all Mr. Johnson told you, but I just want to be candid with you. Violations in my court, I don't have a zero tolerance policy. I don't even know what that means. You get, and I know this was a Judge Bonfiglio case. You don't have Bonfiglio anymore. You got me. And you're going to find that the two of us are wired very differently.
He doesn't have a zero tolerance policy because there's no such thing as messing up. He puts you on probation. You either follow it or you don't. You don't, you finish your sentence. All of them do. Every single one of them. They go in front of him. They mess up. They finish their sentence. They go to the Department of Corrections. He does it all day, every day. He doesn't care. I mean, he'll tell you flat out, I'm sorry you got cancer, but I'm not allowed to think about that. That has nothing going on in my head that you have cancer right now. You were on probation. You tested dirty. You go to prison. You go to the Department of Corrections. He does it every day. He does it all day long. And he does it for everybody because he treats every single person the same way. So that would mean he has some sort of tolerance. If he has zero tolerance, there's no such thing as tolerance at all. Tolerance would mean that there's a possibility he allows it. Nope. You go on probation and then you go to DOC. That's it. There's no middle ground for him because he follows the exact law. I told you guys this before, if you remember. This man follows exactly what the law is going to say. You can't talk him out of it. You can't bring other cases. He knows what the law is. He knows already. So, yeah, there is no gray area with him, not even a little bit.
Right now, you go forward with something. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna end up spending your time at DOC or here at the county jail. I'm just telling you that because I don't have anything before me that shows that I can do anything else, and I am a stickler for following the law and procedure. Everybody knows that. So
I didn't even do nothing. When I went to University Park, because I went from faith mission to no place to eat. Then the next day I was in the hospital.
That is a great strategy. They can't charge you with anything you just said there because no one can understand you. Did he admit it? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?
The hospital sent me straight there. And I've been there for longer. Then I spent $150 to get back to Elkhart. As soon as I went to see the probation, they had me vote for.
Okay, so here's the deal. If you wanted an evidentiary hearing, I'll give you one. That might be longer. Somebody's going to have to talk on your behalf with the deputy prosecuting attorney. I still think you ought to get eligibility reports until you get things squared away. Because otherwise you're going to be back in front of me with no options.
Mr. Jones, on behalf of Mr. Johnson, that's what I would request or suggest as well.
I'm just telling you, if Mr. Majeric was aware of this, that's what he'd be doing today, unless you had already worked something out with Mr. Johnson.
I want to know what I do. I didn't even catch no case. I left everything alone, like they want me to do, walk straight line. As soon as I go to the hospital, did something because I fell out, drinking too much energy, and if I have a case, I'm losing either way.
I heard that part. He passed out drinking too many energy drinks. Like, so can I get out of work if I do that? How many energy drinks would it take for me to get home early with someday? There's nobody there.
Mr. Jones, I will have Mr. Johnson come out and see you as soon as he can next week.
All right.
Let's get a new date. Just hang on a minute. Because April is really goofy.
I diabetic because I'm crazy.
Oh my God, I can't wait till tomorrow. I can't wait till tomorrow. I don't know. All right, we got, ready? 100 minutes, 5 minutes, 9 minutes, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 60 minutes, 50 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 20 minutes, 2 minutes. I gave one for free. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 35 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 100 minutes, 50 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. That's what we got. I'm guessing approximately 8 hours, but where the hell is Kelly when you need her?
For all the judges in Indy next week.
I'm going to reset this for April 30. We may be able to work something else out, but we may have to.
JK, you shut up. JK, you shut up. It's not what happened. See, read it carefully. Welp, believe him, free Otis. I believe him. I think that we should free Otis, and nowhere did this say add minutes. Nowhere. Woo-hoo.
Do it on a Thursday, not a Wednesday. Mr. Majeri.
I was talking.
Bill, are you mad at me? Bill, are you mad at me? I need to know. I really just need to know if you're mad at me. I need to know, please. I am pooping in my pants right now. Are you mad at me? You can tell the truth. If you're mad at me, it's because I did something wrong. No one here is going to beat up on you. Just tell me. Are you sure? Oh, God.
Yeah, I think the Wednesdays until the 30th. The 30th, I'm fairly certain is going to go because even if the trial goes on the 28th, it's going to get done on that Monday. The attorneys might not think so, but I do. It's going to get done on that Monday. So you're going to have court on the 30th is what I'm getting at. And that's not going to be true next week. And that I don't think that's going to be true the following week on the 23rd. I think the 23rd is likely going to everything's going to get bumped. Okay, mark this. Cause coming on for hearing on alleged violation of probation. Defendant appears in person, Elkhart County Correctional Facility via WebEx and by his attorney and by Chief Public Defender Jeffrey Majerick for attorney of record Matthew Johnson, State of Indiana in court by Deputy Prosecutor Attorney Robert Soybe. Court orders Elkhart County Community Corrections and Michiana Community Corrections to file eligibility reports with the court. Court orders probation to prepare and file with the court a written credit time memorandum. Court resets this matter for further hearing on alleged violation of probation April 30, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. It is so ordered. I'm going to see you back here April 30, if not before. We may work something out where we squeeze you in before, Mr. Jones. It would then not likely be on a Wednesday. It would likely be on a Thursday. Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sort of scared to press enter.
How about?
Okay, here we go. Oh no, 9 hours. 9 hours. 9 hours, guys. I have plenty of content, but 9 hours. 9 hours. I can't wait for tomorrow. I have such good stuff. You don't even know I have such good stuff. You know what I should do? I really, really think I should. I really want to. Hey, Bill. Bill, are you streaming tomorrow night? At 8? Or whatever time. Are you streaming tomorrow night? Not Judge Fleischer's stream, your stream. Are you doing a stream tomorrow night? Because what I'm thinking of doing, okay, do you have time to squeeze in any amount of minutes of a clip on your channel? Hold on, guys, this is important. Guys, this is what I'm going to do. Oh, you guys are going to get so mad. I don't care. This is what I'm going to do. I have the greatest clip we're going to play tomorrow. However, I'm not going to play the end or the verdict on my stream. I'm going to cut it away. What do you think, Bill? 10 minutes? I'm going to cut the last 10 minutes off, which includes all the answers and the best part. I mean, it's the best part. And you're going to have to go to Bill's stream tomorrow night if you want to see it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh my gosh, that's going to be great. We're going to be into it tomorrow. We are going to be 3 hours and 50 minutes deep, and we're going to be on the edge of our seats. And then, boop. No more. You got to go to Bill's stream to see the end. No. 10 minutes. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, guys. Don't worry. You're already going to kind of know what's going to happen. But this is the way it happens. Wait till you see what I have for tomorrow. Oh, man. It's so good. Sorry, I'm supposed to be playing clips today, but I keep getting completely distracted. Did I do Georgia? Yes. Child support, 4 minutes. I don't think I did this one. We're going to... This is a good one to follow up Cristofino, because you know how Cristofino, I follow the law, that's it. I don't care what's going on in your life. That's not my job. This guy's almost like that, but not quite. He has a heart. It's like this big, whereas Cristofino's is like this big. You are so close when you say McDonald. You're so close. You're almost there. Here, I'll give you a hint. My Michael McDonald. I have one that I think is worse than Michael McDonald. I mean, he's mine. And you see him tomorrow.
Or with my fiance, Your Honor.
Mr. Perez Cardenas, on that level 4 felony case, when were you released from incarceration?
I was released September 4, and then I went to Elkhart County Jail because I had a warrant for not showing to court, but I was here incarcerated in this jail when I didn't show up to court, Your Honor. I went back after I got out of September 4th out of prison. I went back to Elkhart County Jail and I did my time served in Elkhart County Jail, Your Honor.
And when were you released from Elkhart County Jail?
And then I was released from county jail. I can't remember the name. I mean the date exactly, sir. But I know I did at least 2 months and a half to 3 months, roughly, after I got out September 4th.
Would that have placed you around the end of 2024 being released?
Yes, around the end of 2024.
Thank you for the answering of those questions. What you've outlined is perhaps you have some individuals that are relying upon your assistance, so therefore your current incarceration has a negative impact on those in your support system. The nature of the charges being failure to register causes me concern, given that that is some mandatory obligation that is imposed upon you, and then it's alleged that you failed to follow through with that obligation, similar to ordering to appear in court and then not appearing at court. So it's not a direct analog, but it is a comparable offense. The second thing is those failures to appear do show in your record. You've explained those in the sense that you're saying you were incarcerated during all of those. It does appear that there's some time that has passed since then, but I'm hearing also that you were not released until recently from incarceration. And so for the time period from the end of 2024 and earlier, I think you were incarcerated, so not able to have failures to appear show. The fact that there's a parole hold also causes me concern because it's unknown whether you would be transferred back to the Department of Corrections. You indicated that you only have a small amount of time left, and so perhaps you would only serve that time here in the Marshall County Jail, but that's outside of my control and it's outside of your control as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
Having said all of that, I do believe a slight bond reduction is appropriate given that this is a level 6 felony. I also deviate from the state since that they've asked for no lower than $5,000. I'm going to lower the bond to $7,500 because I think that is the appropriate bond that would secure your appearance at future hearing dates and allow you to also have a bond that you can post. I know that's not what you requested, but that is what I believe to be appropriate under these circumstances. So it'll be $7,500 cash bond.
7,000? You said 7,000, Your Honor?
$7,500.
$7,500. I thought it was 5,000.
The state asked for no lower than 5,000.
Oh, okay, okay.
Said I disagreed with that, so therefore that's why I've set it at $7,500.
All right, Your Honor.
What do you mean I have a bond? What do you mean I have a 7,000 bond? Wait, what? What's happening here?
Please get a hold of Mr. Harshman at your earliest convenience, sir. Do you have any questions over the information we covered this morning?
Well, you said that it's been a low amount of time of my parole, so I'll possibly be end up doing my time for my level 6 and my parole here in this county, Your Honor.
You said that, sir. I simply said, I heard you say it is your belief that you have less time. I did not make that determination. You said that, sir.
Oh, okay, okay. I was just wondering, sir. I misunderstood. My apologies.
Do you have any other questions?
Okay. I'll be having a public defender, and I guess I'll be going from here, right?
Correct.
Nothing I could do to possibly get out of here earlier doing my case and stuff like that. So
that's on parole about that.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate your time this morning, and I'll see you back. Thank you for the jail staff as well.
Yep.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Asking for a friend, but can you still buy old Coca-Cola on Amazon or something? eBay? Somebody's garage? I just want to know. Can't remember if we did this. Yeah, a lot. Donald, you be nicer. How about, no, I don't think so. Then there's a possibility. No, I don't think so means yes.
You ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm going to change the correction to your name.
No, Your Honor.
$71 DO3 2202 CN309. Anywhere you know about that?
Worth it.
That's PTR based on the commission of this offense.
Well, since it's already admitted, right? Okay. Well, since you already admitted you violated the law here, that's a no.
Oh, for yes, yeah.
Okay.
We set April 23rd there, presumably for an admission after today.
Remember, we played a clip just a few minutes ago that I don't remember. We were in that courtroom with the judge. You know that one? This one fits with that one really well. I should have played them together. But once you start hearing this, you'll remember the clip I played just a little bit ago. Hi, Crystal.
And current or
It's the one with he had the beatbox and he had the guns and he had the swords and he had the drugs. And the judge is like, how could you do this when you're on probation? Are you stupid or something? This judge is almost the same way, only way better.
a former probation officer, he's not a good candidate for probation. I don't know if you saw that or not. Anyway.
I did.
And I'll let you address it. You can go ahead and tell me what you think I should do with your client, and the state can tell me, and then if Mr. Nelson wants to address the court, he may. I think you negotiated a pretty good deal for him, a 12-month cap. Not John Dillinger, but it's not like he's not had any contact with the law either.
Understood. Your Honor, as you're aware, this does represent his first felony, so I think that's worth noting. He does have 81 days of credit. I think he made the situation much harder on himself and maybe spent more time in the county jail than would have originally been necessary prior to the issuance of the warrant. He did express remorse. The original recommendation, as you know, was community corrections and probation. I would ask the court to consider a suspended sentence in light of how much time he's already sat, but if you're thinking that a higher level of supervision is appropriate, we would ask that you adopt that recommendation. He was deemed eligible as of April 3rd last week for Newcomb Center through work release.
All right, thank you. Stace?
Judge, the state's recommending a 12-month executed sentence. The fact that this offense occurred while the defendant was already on probation and on probation for a crime of violence makes it seem as a poor candidate for probation. But the fact that he failed to appear in prison or sentencing as well for about a year that come out.
You got a really low, deep voice. It'd be hard for my court reporter to hear.
The fact that the defendant failed to appear for his original sentencing and was gone for approximately a year also means that it's unlikely to be successful as a community corrections candidate. So the state's recommendation is 12 months executed in St. Jesse County Jail.
Yeah, did I threaten to reject this plea after he didn't show up? Or did we redo a plea or what?
You rejected it originally, and it's an 18-month cap now, Your Honor. Didn't want to interrupt before that. You rejected the 12-month cap.
Okay.
So we presented an 18-month
now. Okay. Well, Ms. Nelson, what do you want to tell me?
I'm just sorry for wasting the court's time.
No, I'm here. I get paid whether you show up or not.
So I understand. I think I would be a good candidate for probation. I made a mistake and I'm willing to accept whatever.
Well, sorry. Was it really a mistake though, sir? What do you mean? How is it a mistake?
As far as telling the cop the wrong name and not showing up for court was
well, no, that was intentional. You didn't say, oh, gee, I suddenly forgot what my real name was. That wasn't a mistake. That was intentional.
He told the judge I made a mistake. The judge is like, what do you mean you made a mistake? I was shy.
So you know what? I tell most people this, when most people screw up after they've been sentenced. You decided to put the cart before the horse and screw up before you were even sentenced. You didn't even show up for your sentencing.
I was legitimately sick, but I'm not making excuses.
Sick for how long? An entire year?
No, the sentencing date. I appeared to court 2 days after I was sentenced, supposed to be sentenced.
But I don't know that you appeared in this court because we would have had you come in taking care of business sentence. I'm not sure that's.
Spoke with my lawyer outside, but
really?
I did wrong. I did wrong. I'm making excuses. I wasn't gonna say whatever I did.
Oh, that's a good question.
Where?
I'm actually a caretaker.
For who?
My fiance.
Okay, that's not a real job. Huh? Did she give you a paycheck?
I'm going through the process while I'm here. I was going to started getting paid for it.
That's not a job.
So she's giving you some cash and it's under the table sort of thing? You're not paying any taxes, you're not paying any social
Actually,
security?
the landlord, he pays me under the table as well as I'm paying.
That's not a real job.
It's not
about a real important.
That's not a job.
Paperwork to get approved, it's a process.
The paperwork to get approved for what?
Caretaking, through a real service. Spoke with the lady at, for community corrections, she evaluated me, she was supposed to get in touch with her.
So she's gonna set up the paperwork for you to do caretaking?
I said the paperwork, she wants to talk, she wants feelings about it. Because that's why I was gonna do my house arrest if that was on the phone.
Since it's 12 months executed, things at the county jail, you have 81 days, you're almost halfway through. And then when you come with the case, you court costs, the 189, the remainder would be a PD fee, won't get any bond money back. Thank you, sir.
8 hours and 53 minutes. We got some more today, Kelly. 8 hours, 53 minutes. He's going to jail. He's going to jail because he made a mistake. No chances. He's just going to jail. What time is it? Okay. I think I got everything. Time for Judge Fleischer. What is this? Is this okay? We saw this yesterday. Dope. We saw this a day. If I say yesterday, Fozzy's going to have an aneurysm. I don't know if we saw this. I just don't know. I'm going to go forward. I wasn't really paying attention when I was streaming the last time I was streaming. Oh, man. While I'm doing this, wait till you see what happens tomorrow. Guys, wait till you see.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready, Judge. All my troubles just seem so far away.
Who says?
It's freaking hot here right now. I don't know if it's all these lights or what, but
Okay. Andrea Vasquez.
ULLOA.
Uyos.
A new case? Are we doing PC? Got it. Okay. Are you Mr. Stephen? Yeah. All right. Good morning, Ms. Vasquez. Ma'am, you were charged with theft. You were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause.
Motivos fundados, saber los motivos por qué te arrestaron.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Asignar uno de oficio.
Yes, sir. On April 2nd,
El 2 de
2025,
abril de 2025,
officers were dispatched to the call
oficiales
service.
fueron a una llamada de un hurto.
Officers spoke with a loss prevention officer.
Hablaron con el oficial que estaba trabajando en la gente.
The plaintiff stated that
Y
they
el
observed
quejante dijo que te observaron
on the defendants
a
on
ti
video
en video
placing children's clothing
poniendo ropa de niños
and accessories
y otros accesorios
into a backpack
en tu maletín
and purse.
o mochila y en tu cartera.
The plaintiff said the defendant paid for her groceries,
Ahí dijiste que habías pagado para la comida,
but passed all points of sale
pero pasaste todos los puntos de venta
without paying for the clothing
sin
merchandise.
pagar para la ropa.
These items that were taken
Y estos artículos que se llevaron,
were $91 in children's clothing,
$91 en ropa de niños,
$9.98 in underwear,
no, $9.98 en calzoncillos
$39.92
y
in clothing.
$39.92
Men's.
en ropa de hombre
And $25.96
y $25.96 de ropa de mujer.
as well as baby accessories,
Otros accesorios para los niños.
totaling $67.85.
she's recovering. She's taking her time in recovering.
$35 dólares y 85 centavos para una combinación de valorada de $235.
This was from a Walmart.
Esto era en un Walmart, dice.
Ms. Vasquez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case.
So, hay bastantes motivos para ir adelante con tu caso.
Checking out your hours, pretty sure Walmart, but let's see.
I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go to any Walmart for any reason.
Para ninguna
If
razón.
I find that you do, or if I find that you pick up a new case, I will revoke your bond and I will put you in jail. I don't know what your immigration status is,
¿Cuál es tu estatus?
but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail,
Y vas a la cárcel.
immigration finds you because they sweep it on a daily basis. They will put an immigration detainer on you. And you will be stuck like Chuck in custody. Until the case is over. And then
Monica
shipped off to
did that.
immigration.
Monica got you a
This is the
membership.
only warning that you will get.
Única advertencia que vas a
Do not pick up any new cases.
coger ningún caso.
Don't be a danger to my city.
No seas peligro a esta ciudad. ¿Entiendes?
Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance.
Un abogado no vas a tener que aparecer. Tu
He
próxima
will
vez.
tell you if and when you
Él
have
te
to
va
come
a
back.
decir cuando tengas que venir a corte de vuelta. ¿Ok?
He tells me he cannot get a hold of you.
Si él me dice que no se puede comunicar contigo o no
Likewise,
estás
I will issue-
recibiendo llamadas, te voy a quitar la urgencia.
We'll have you sign a reset now.
Firmar
We'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it.
la condición.
And then after that, you'll be free to go. All right, good luck, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Judge, we're ready for Amos speaking.
This is Mr. Campbell? Okay. Good morning, Mr. Campbell. Mr. Campbell, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 120 days in jail with credit for the 19 days that you've done. I see that it's 2 counts of assault, right?
Correct.
You're gonna be
One is
dismissed.
gonna get dismissed.
Okay, so that's the agreement. As you see, it's 2 counts of assault, 1 will be dismissed. Is this how you understand it? Yes, sir. You need to understand that you're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement today. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you are stuck with this for the rest of your life. You need to understand that from now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up.
Sure.
Is this what you want to do?
Sure.
How do you plead to the offense of assault?
Good.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'll follow the agreement. I'll send it to you. Good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Herman.
Hi, Judge.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Don't shoot the messenger. Up here, I'm Eric Ramos. Ramos.
What's the word? What
I'm
happened?
sorry.
What happened?
The state's doing their due diligence and trying to get the surveillance tape to see if they can make the case.
So what we'll do is we'll set it for a 10-day discovery hearing. If you don't have it in 10 days, then
Thank you. Oh, yeah. See, you lead with the bad and then it doesn't, it goes smooth.
it's never bad.
No, it was bad news. Sorry.
If they don't get it,
Yes.
justice delayed, justice denied.
I'm just going to brag for a second. See those stars right there? Me and Fonzie got to see them. Woohoo!
Okay.
Jen did too.
Yeah, are you on the Friday?
Why are we doing this?
That looks better.
This sucks. You just want to end up with a conviction on your record? Is that what you want to do?
She bond prohibited for almost 2 years.
Your Honor, yes, there was a PTI offer. She got blocked already.
How many times?
It was for over a year. She got picked up on a traffic stop. I believe it was January of 23.
You said what I'm doing with my life?
Yeah.
I got a job. I'm gonna go back to school.
Baloney. Kiss it all goodbye. Not with a conviction, not with an evading conviction. You might as well just quit everything. When you end up with conviction on your record, you continually hose yourself. Not only that, this is the one that's an enhanceable offense, meaning you pick up another one of these cases, you will be charged with a felony offense.
You're not going to want to start your job on Monday, let me tell you. You're not going to want to go anywhere. You're going to want to watch this stream because it's really good. It really
For the
is.
rest of your life. I'm not taking. No. How old are you? I'm not doing it. No. Shoot, ruin her life at 18? I'm not gonna do it.
What's the alternative?
I don't know. I'm being.
All of her. All of her.
You know, sometimes we have to save people from themselves because you're your own worst enemy.
Somebody save me from myself, please. I need help.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes.
What do you want to do with the rest of your life?
You said what?
It's your life. You have your whole life ahead of you. And, you know, you're going nowhere fast. You've failed to appear here at least three. I mean,
It was twice in the original.
Probation to try to keep it on.
I can't hear you say it again.
Probation to try to keep it on.
Probation's not gonna keep it off the record, and they didn't offer a deferred.
You still, would you still?
Based on what the court said, I'll do it.
What about this, the other one?
Judge, I just don't feel comfortable with PTI. We offered that. She took off after we offered PTI. I just don't feel comfortable with PTI.
You know, the thing is that you had this great offer, like when you first got here, where had you done like a rinky-dink class, maybe just a tiny bit of community service, they would have dismissed the case. But you've been gone for again a year. You've taken off multiple times, and it's like we have to beg you to get a dismissal on this case. Do you see something wrong with that?
I didn't have to beg you to come. I had to be in court twice. The first one, I didn't have to appear for court. The second one, I didn't know I had to be in court until the day of at 8:30 something p.m. a.m.
I'm
and
not
I was
working.
taking a STAR test, district test at school. It was raining that day. I don't know. Past that, I didn't know I had a warrant. Since then, I've been having a job. I graduated high school. I've been having a job for all these for the year and a half I've been here. I haven't gotten in no trouble. Yes, I'm still working. I have a full-time job. I just got off of work 7:30 today.
I just got that error report from StreamYard saying that audio is bad. So if you can't hear anything, if your audio is bad, they're working on it. Try to read their lips.
What can you do? You know, I'm willing to give you as much time as you need, Aaron.
I'll talk to her.
Just, but I don't want you to fail now at 18 and hurt yourself worse than you are. It's really hard living in today's society as a minority. And when you start racking up convictions, all you're doing is you're killing yourself. You know, when people see these, when you try to get a job, you try to get a loan, you try to get an apartment, they're going to use this against you all day. And it's not going to help. I'm willing to give you as much time as you need. I don't want to hold it against you now that you've been gone. I'm willing to give you time. Talk about it with Eric, see what we can do. But you need to think about your future because you only get one shot at life. You don't get multiple times. We all make mistakes. I get it. The idea is that you learn from this now, so it doesn't continue to happen. You and I have had this conversation now. So if it happens again where you take off, because I'm going to notate everything we're talking about, you take off on me again, or you start acting or doing crazy stuff out there, I will have absolutely no sympathy for you. But I'm trying to reach out to you now so you don't ruin what you have left. This life is about one thing. It's about money. And if you have it, it's a great life. And you get that with knowledge, with education. If you don't have money, this life sucks. Trust me. You understand. Take your time.
Go take your time. Take as long as you want because we're done. Done with you, done with it all. All right, guys. It's good. It's over. We made it through this stream. I'm so happy. I'm so happy we made it to the end. I'm so happy because you know what that means, right? Next time I do a regular stream, it's going to be so good. I'm so excited. I don't know how I waited until Monday. You don't know how hard it was for me because I just wanted to play it right away. But I knew I had to wait. And I'm not good at that. I sort of told Fozzie what's coming, but I don't think he knows. I gave him 2 words as a guess, but I don't think he knows. So, thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. I really do. I have the stream set up to automatically bump you all to OJ. If not, oh my gosh, I'll see you all tomorrow. Oh my gosh, make sure you come or watch it on replay. You don't have to sit here for 8 hours. Here's what we can do. I'm going to stream for 8 hours. And then if I feel like it, I'm not promising anything. I'll put the best parts in, I'll give you the times to fast forward it to, so you don't have to watch the whole 8 hours. Although I don't know which to pick because it's so good. I got such good clips. Also, I am not giving clips to an individual. I'm not saying these 100 minutes are Nans and these 100 minutes are Donald's and these 100 minutes are Fozzie's because that's way too much work. They're all good. All the minutes are good. I don't know which ones are bad. So everybody has all the minutes. Everybody who donated has all the minutes. And thank you so much, everybody who donated. This is going to be epic tomorrow. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. All right. I'll see you all in a few minutes or tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Got these life echoes, digital dreams. Through the screen, her blue eyes gleam. Wicked humor, sharp as a knife. Her stream sparks electric light. Late night when the world sleeps, she's the friend that always keeps. Giggles roll like thunder loud. She stands out in any crowd. Kathy's love cuts through the gloom. just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle, she lights the way. Kathy's life.